It is a women's strawweight matchup between Thug Rose Namajunas and Carla Esparza. Well, if she is not the best ground and pound fighter in the women's game today, give me another name, right? Because she has taken it to the next level, and more often than not, when she gets you down and starts throwing punches, referee's coming in shortly thereafter.
The referee jumping in to save her opponents has almost become
synonymous with her fights.
It's the way that her fights end. She's beating him so badly that the ref has to jump in and save him. We have not seen anyone so good at ground and pound since Tatiana Suarez first entered the UFC, and she has taken that to a whole nother level. Her ability to just control posture, control range, and land from anywhere from the top position is truly inspiring to watch.
And not unlike you, she's got a mean streak. She told us in the fighter meeting on Thursday, I'm about to give her some scars for life. So free souvenirs coming on the ground if we get there tonight. All right, so here she is, the former UFC strawweight champion, Rose Namajunas. I mean, can you give us a Thug Rose, please?
Thug Rose! Thug Rose! John, this was one of the most intense and fun moments that I've ever had as a commentator, because the shock and awe was just so crazy. Madison Square Garden, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, a knockout in the first round. It was so fun, and all I could get out was Thug Rose. But I think you liked it, John.
I absolutely loved it, and Rose certainly liked that result, but I think a lot of people point to that second Joanna Jędrzejczyk fight as the real coming out party for Namajunas, the fact that she was able to largely outstrike Joanna over 25 hard minutes.
It was truly impressive.
Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. Namajunas is 28, Esparza is 32. Namajunas will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon, here is Bruce
in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 7 losses. She stands 5 feet 1 inch tall, weigh in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Irvine, California, presenting the former UFC strawweight champion, Carla Cookie Monster Esparza! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 12 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weigh in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, Thug Rose Namajunas! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Round 1 is underway. Curious to get your expectations for this matchup between a true grappler and a fighter on the other side that has every tool in the box.
She has every tool. She's one of the most well-rounded fighters in the entire UFC. She understands that her opponent will try to get her to the ground, but she's so well-versed in all of MMA that she feels that it'll lead her to victory.
All right, she's got her in a crucifix now. I would think a lot of options at her disposal offensively.
Yeah, she's got all the options. All she needs to do is be patient. Drop elbows, drop big punches. Just really start to lay into your opponent, but do it in a way that you don't lose all the work that you put in to gaining such a dominant position.
Oh, how about that reversal by her there, champ?
That is a fantastic transition by this young lady. What a job.
Well, you gotta stay busy from the bottom position. Can't falter here. She's doing a nice job.
Don't be standing still.
All right, she postures up here, DC. We'll see if she can get those ground strikes.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
Oh, sage work from the bottom here as she tags her with the punch. So just over 20 total strikes that have found the target now for Carla Esparza. Back to the feet now. Nice punch there by Esparza. Big power shot there. Takedown defense holds up. Namajunas has got the tie clinch now.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
Oh, a nice land there by Rose Namajunas. There's a definite fluidity to her striking here tonight. She has now had more than a half-decade under Trevor Whitman there in Colorado, trains at altitude, and once again, the strawweight queen putting her best foot forward here tonight. All right, so a takedown attempt by her here, DC, but she's unable to get the fight to the ground.
She was not able to secure the takedown, but she has to disguise it a little bit better if she's going to take down a fighter as well-versed as her opponent. Big punch lands. Ooh.
Well, she left her body wide open there as she raised the guard. Her opponent made her pay there, so she moves into the straight punch. Not a good look there. We'll see if she can adjust. DC, for my money, she's really timing her shots pretty well here tonight.
Her timing, accuracy, and also the activity level is great tonight.
Ah, she's unable to connect with the left hook.
You be first. Strike first.
Big kick lands.
Another takedown attempt, not there.
Oh, nice right hand, John.
All right, let us now check out some of the action from that round, DC, and what a display of striking for her.
Yeah, she did a fantastic job of finding her spots, putting herself in position where she was the one landing and really dictating the pace of the fight. She did a great job of mixing up everything to get in control.
Listen, breathe, relax. Stick it out there and keep this fight on.
All right, so round two is underway here. Both women had their moments in that first round. At times, it looked like they were feeling each other out, and there is a lot of mutual respect here. So maybe you thought the crowd got a little bit restless at times. Ultimately, these fighters are both elite. A lot of respect on both sides. We'll see if they get after it here to begin round two. Hey, there it is, her first takedown of the fight. She told us in our fighter meeting Thursday, at some point I will take her down. She didn't expect it to take this long, but here it is.
She really had to work to get this first takedown, and she never gave up on herself. Continued to press, continued to shoot, continued to level change. Now she finally has secured her first takedown.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these. Takes the back, now going for the rear naked choke.
Now it's starting to slip under the neck.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Nicely done. Esparza gets up and decides to take this fight back to the feet despite having a dominant position on the ground. So the unofficial numbers thus far, 53 total strikes have landed for Carla Esparza. And still landing at a pretty good clip, DC, landing with 58% accuracy against Rose Namajunas. She missed with that jab. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round two and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round one. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round two. She has clearly found her rhythm and range.
Nice punch land over the top.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round two. And they separate. Oh, that's a good straight punch by her there. Nice combination of speed and power on that attempt.
The speed and timing it takes to land a strike like this is beautiful. And she has that ability to do it multiple times a fight. She throws her jab and she sticks her chin up in the air when she jabs. She needs to keep that chin tucked when she throws that jab or kick. A lot of her technique leads to her chin flying up in the air, and she's getting countered.
Man, how good is her jab? And there it is again. So that jab has been
Nice.
And she lands the double leg takedown. We'll see what she can do with it. Namajunas is trying for a Kimura here.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
What a strike by her there. I do not doubt her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her fight, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
All right, let's get you some highlights from that previous round, DC. I don't care how strong your core is, you can't take too many more of those body kicks.
John, you can't train for that. I mean, you cannot train to take those types of body kicks. They start to really wear at your gas tank, and then you start to make mistakes. When you take that many body kicks, you start making mistakes, and before you know it, the fight's over.
All right, so the previous 2 rounds, pretty entertaining, DC. We'll see who has the upper hand here as this next round gets underway.
Very evenly matched fight. We knew exactly this when they were matched up. We were excited about the fight. We kind of expected this to be very even between these two talented fighters.
Oh, beautiful job by her there to land the knee. Definitely a fighter who knows how to use her length. She blocked the punch. Oh, she continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like she did in the previous round. It's one thing to be aggressive, but also efficient. She is certainly doing that.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Esparza gets touched by that kick to the body. Try to establish that jab.
Beautiful body kick lands right under the elbow. Beautiful takedown land.
Well, she has become a master of the single leg takedown here in MMA, and she got it done there once again.
She has learned that she can get ahead of her opponent with a single leg finish. She has so many different techniques to finish. Her opponents can't keep up with her.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Namajunas. Esparza gets caught by the elbow. Nice hammer fist. While her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end, the ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing him over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
So Esparza is looking for that arm triangle now.
Oh man, that was slick.
Excellent ground and pound there by Esparza. Oh, keeping busy here off of her back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success in this position because she's so knowledgeable. She keeps the right side underhook, and she just goes to work with that left arm. She's posting and elbowing. She's building her posture and punching. There are just so many different ways for her to score strikes from this position.
Namajunas is trying to get a triangle submission here. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, and she really put it all together on the feet as we show you some of the highlights from the fight.
It's all come full circle for this young lady. She said on Thursday that we would see a better version of her than we did the last time she was in the octagon. I will take that a step further and say that this is the best we've ever seen. She should win a pretty clear decision.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
The judges' scorecard for decision. All 3 judges score the contest for 928. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Thug Rose Namajunas!
All right, so she finally cracks a smile there. She gets her hand raised by unanimous decision, and certainly at times looked like maybe the finish would materialize. It didn't. Nonetheless, she gets a W, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day.
If you were waiting for that smile, it wasn't going to happen until the fight was over. Now she can relax a little bit as she wins a unanimous decision. I thought that this was one of her best performances to date.